Looks like we did a lot, huh? Cleared the mess out. Now this line here is extremely hard to get out. And that's on a good day. It's as hard as a rock. Does not like to move. All of this stuff needs to come off too. Which is more stuff. Alright, I'm going to make a decision what I want to do on this. It'd be nice to get it out, not a starter, but there's no room for the starter on this bike, so there's no room for wires to come out. They are what they are. So it looks like we have multiple red wires. Wonderful. That means when you clip it, you're not going to know what goes where. Alright. This is Deutsch, so it just pops apart real easy. Stays nice and clean by itself. See, the Tribodyne got into the plug, but it didn't go past the seal in the plug. So it kept the wires clean. That's why I like Deutsch connectors. You can see the blue in there. When you get to the O-ring, no more blue. See, that side's clean, dirty from here out. The seal's right here on the tip, so that's where it's clean. So, doing its job. So if you want to change out your oil line fittings on your bike, you cut your cam cover like this, you uncover a big oil leak right here. So what you got to do is, you got to weld the hole shut on the cover right here, and then you got to poke a hole in the case right there to feed the oil back into the motor, because this is an Evo pump. It's a 98 liter pump. So the oil comes out, goes to your filter, which was up there. Then it goes back into the case, goes around. Now if you don't want to have the filter on the bike, you have to go from here to here. Just loop it back in. So that's what you got to do. Actually, I think that's backwards. This is the feed, goes to pump. This goes to filter, this goes in there. This is the return line up here. Top of the pump speed line. Bottom of the pump is the pressure, middle of the pump is your feed, is your return. And it's hard to see that because it's behind the case, behind this fitting. You can see how tight they are. No room for them. So it comes out here through the filter, back in through here into the motor. So anyway, that's what you got to do to make it work. So pretty simple. So all the ignition is just disconnected right here. Boom, done. The idiot light wire has a quick disconnect right here for it. It's done. So the only problem I got is you can't get the starter out without pulling the primary, which makes a big mess. And this wire can't come out because it's no room to get past that wire up under there. So if you clip it, you got two red wires. It'd be nice if you knew which one went where. That's kind of an important thing. So if I disconnect that right now, I'm going to have to make sure that it goes back in where it belongs. Later. So, how are we going to do that? So, how much room is under there? Thickness of the wire is about all the room we got. So you can pull the plug out of this thing real quick and simple, but the problem is I don't think the plug will make it past the starter motor. So first thing you do is pull out the chingus, which doesn't want to come out because there's wire there. It's called a wedge. Wedges everything in. And you got little titties you got to pop. The wires are sticking in there. There's little titties in there, you got to pop them. And little fingers. Takes a real small screwdriver, works best. So something real small like that. So basically, there's little wedges down in there, way down in there deep. So you gotta lift up the wedge, which is just a little finger, and it's right down in there. I can't see what I'm doing here with the camera, so. But anyway, you gotta lift up the wedge and pull it. So there's no way for me to do that by myself with one hand. Damn screwdriver's in the way of getting the camera back on there too. So basically, you push up with the finger and push down with the other finger back here. So you just put the positive pressure on it. Go in there and pop the wedges up. And voila, the whole thing comes right out that simple. So I don't know if you can see the wedges up in there, but it doesn't take much to pop them. Like I said, they're at the end of the screwdriver tip in there, so I don't know if you can see in there or not. Just lift them up. Only takes a couple ounces of pressure to do it. Now my problem is right now all of this stuff goes back in the same way. But once I change this, it doesn't. And I'm already not sure how I pulled this off because it looks like it was this way or the other way, I'm not sure. So we know that we have a black and a white. And they don't match up. Yeah, nice. So I'm not sure how this came off already. One thing about ignition, when you come up wrong, you burn stuff up instantly. Okay, so I got to figure out what the hell this was. I thought the black and white, yellow, or black and white matched out to the black and white on these, but it did not. Okay, the white is in the lower corner. So if the white goes like this, okay, white to white, black to blue, okay, so I would say it goes like that. So the white one goes to the white wire, and the black wire on this side goes to our blue wire on this side. Not the black wire. The black wire gets one of the two reds. There's two different reds in there. So I'm not sure which red goes to where, but anyway. And they go up here. This rat nest, and I get to attach the ignition box up here. Of course, we got loose wire just hanging on top of terminals, not doing anything. Yeah, great. This used to be a cleanup under here. It never gets dirt up under here, except now. Now it's encapsulated. Everything in here is just covered with dirt. That's what happens when you're inside of a dust tornado for multiple miles. with 70, 80 mile an hour winds blowing out because that's how fast I drive. And it makes a huge mess. Okay, so I gotta get this thing out of here somehow. I don't think I'll be able to pull that through without losing it. Alright, well that's how it's gonna go, so they're all intermixed. There's no way of telling which blue and which white go together, or which red. So you got two red and whites here together, and they're flat on this side. And you got the red and black are on this side over here. The black goes to blue and the red goes to red. Yeah, and this red on this side goes to black one on that side. Wonderful. Alright, I'm not sure how this is going to happen, but I'm going to go ahead and mark this black and that black, so hopefully at least I know that's where it goes, but I don't think it's going to stick because it's full of poop. Covered in puke. And it's silicone, so not much sticks to silicone. So this is going to be the clip. Okay, we mark as much as we could. Alright, we put a lot of black on everything. So we got black on that, we got black on the black wire, we got black on the red wire, and those all go where the tang goes. The white is on the opposite side. So if we pull the rubber off, hopefully we'll be able to tell those two wires where they go. So there's your tang, red's on this side, black's on that side, white's on this side on the bottom, and red's on the other side of the bottom. So there you go. I'll give this a 50-50 chance of not completely turning the crap. Okay, I don't think this is going to come out of there, but we're going to try. The wire didn't want to come out on its own, much as pulling that damn plug through. Oop. Hey, hey. It wiggled its way through. I'm shocked. Okay. Don't over clean that wire. Actually, what I'm going to do, wipe that off because everything got dirty. Put it back together. The easiest way not to screw stuff up is put it back together. Okay, tang goes up. Probably should clean the inside of this out too while we're at it. Advantage of Deutsch, it goes together nice and easy. And it seals up very well. Somebody's not in the right spot. So, you can't put two in the same hole. It doesn't work that way. There it goes. pull on them, if they don't move, they're all the way in, plus the tangs are all the way up. So that's all back in. And you put your wedge back in to lock it. The wedge keeps the tang from coming back out, from releasing, basically. And you hear it go pop, she's done. So now that's all back in there, see, like it's supposed to be. Now we'll put it right back in there, nice and easy like that. If I did it right, white wire, the black red one goes to the blue. It's the black one. No, the black one goes to blue. The red with the black on it goes to that red over there. So. Alright, so now I can pull my motor out, because that's the only thing that keeps me from doing that. So, quick and simple. This you just put it up here and tie it out of the way, and she's golden. This is just going to sit down there and be in the way, so just shove it on the corner. We got this wire here, we got to pop off. Boom, it's popped. You have to pull that out. Okay. Alright, interruptions, we're back.